Live from UTTTV, it's Cooking in College, and here to bring you this week's recipe is host Logan Smoak.
Welcome to Cooking in College. I'm your host, Logan Smoak. Today we're going to be making a dish of delicious brownies that won't break the bank. Now let's get started. We're going to need a bowl to put all your ingredients in. We're going to need eggs, 2 eggs, some olive oil, and water. You're also going to need a greased pan and a spatula to stir it all up. Now we're going to go ahead and start putting our ingredients in. I like to choose the brownies from Walmart. They are $1.28, nice and cheap, so you can make these and you won't be mad when your friends eat them because it didn't cost you very much. You're going to bring it out over here. I'm going to keep this just in case I need the instructions. Pour it all in. Oh yeah, that looks great. I personally don't mind eating the brownie batter either. It's another way if you live in a dorm and you can't actually cook the brownies. It's a good idea. Now that we actually have our brownie mix in the bowl, we're going to go ahead and crack our eggs. So, we're going to crack an egg. 1 egg in, and here comes the number 2. Now we have both eggs in. We're halfway finished in the mixing process. Next, we're going to go and put our olive oil in. It is ½ cup, and I already pre-measured this out just, to make sure I'm not measuring cup. Then you're going to put 1/4 cup of water in. Just pour it all in there. Oh yeah, it's even starting to smell great. You know the brownies are getting ready then. So then you're going to take your spatula and you're going to start mixing it. But you don't want to mix it too fast. On the package, it says you should mix approximately 50 strokes, but I don't really like following the package. I just like to, enjoy my time. While I'm making brownies, I usually like to hang out in my room, socialize with friends, and, just make this really a family thing so everyone can enjoy it. As you can see, I have Justin Bieber over here. Usually I play Justin Bieber while I'm cooking. It usually makes the experience a little better. I don't want to, work too hard. As you can see, this can be a messy process, so you want to make sure you have all the right essentials that you're going to need. Oh yeah, this is looking great. Brownies. I love them. You can actually go ahead and, just put your finger in there and get you a little lick. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. It's actually double chocolate fudge. And I think it's personally the best kind just because it is so rich and chocolatey. They have others, but I feel like this is the best one. And Pillsbury, that's the one you want. That's the brand. It's not very expensive, and it really just, I think it's the greatest companion for the brownie making process. It's really, this is not a very hard process. It's just takes a little time if you're a slow cooker like myself. So you're just going to keep mixing it away. Really enjoy this. We've still got quite a bit of mixing to do, and it's a lot really chunky, and you have to keep going until there's no chunks left because you don't want half-cooked brownies. That just doesn't taste good. So we're doing great, mixing away. It's not quite there yet. It could take a little longer. We're going to keep going though. And, ooh, yep, see, if you keep going, you have to, look at the bottom and check to see how much it is and how well it actually is mixing up. Yeah, it's going to be another minute. While you're doing this, go ahead and start cleaning up yourself, too, and make sure you're, looking great. You don't want anything too unorganized in your dorm room. But we will be right back. We're going to take a quick commercial break. And we're going to come right back after a commercial break. Thanks for joining us.
Hey Jancy, how are things today? Having trouble with the printer? No. I'm just so stressed and can't get any sleep. You should try Drowsy Tea. It will help you relax and get the sleep you need.
Drowsy Tea. Delicious tea blended with natural supplements to help you relax and get the natural sleep your body needs.
Feeling better? Yeah, thanks to Drowsy Tea.
Drowsy Tea.
Welcome back to Cooking in College. If you're just now joining us, I'm your host, Logan Smoak. Previously, we started making our brownies. We put eggs in, olive oil, and water to get what we now have is the brownies in a bowl. It's not completely mixed up yet, and we're still in that process. So we're going to pick right back up where we left off and start mixing away. So you're just going to keep going at it right here. And like I previously said, it makes it more enjoyable if you just, sing along to some Justin Bieber. So that's what we're about to do. Just have some fun making brownies because that's what we do in college. We make brownies and sing Justin Bieber. So, if I was your boyfriend, I'd never let you go. Keep you on my arm, girl. You never be alone. I could be a lady, anything you want. If I was your boyfriend. Yeah, so it's really going great.
Change song for copyright.
We're going great. We're doing great, and we're going to keep just mixing away. After you get all of the chunks out and it's not any more of the powdery brownie, you're going to want to pour it in your pan. But usually it takes a little bit because it is getting so thick. And after the 50, recommended stirs, it's really starting to feel like a brownie. I personally really like the brownie batter, and I wouldn't mind eating that too. But we're going to go ahead and mix this all up and then get started in our pan. You're going to want to have pre-greased your pan just in case, because sometimes I forget. I get in the rush of making the brownie process and don't want to grease it, and then the brownies aren't near as good just because they all stick to the pan and you can't eat all that you want to. So you're going to have your pan over here, and you're going to just bring it over here. This part can get messy too, especially if you're a messy person like I am, but we're just going to get all our stuff. You're going to try to mix it to the edge of the bowl so it's going towards the end that you're pouring it in. You're going to get it all off the sides, and you're going to start pouring it in. Usually, my brownies don't fit completely in there, and so I have to spread them out. Or what I like to do is I put 2 dills of brownies for 1 pan, and it makes them a lot thicker, and they taste just better. But if you do that, then it's like $2.50, which is still pretty cheap, but it depends on how much of a budget you are on. So just think about that next time before you go mixing 2 dills of brownies. So we're going to get it as much as we can off the pan, just so we can use all of it up, which can be kind of a hassle. I used to, when I was a kid, I'd try to leave as much on there as possible so I could lick off all the batter. But now that I'm trying to, conserve, got older and wiser. So now that we have as much off as we can out of the bowl, we're going to set that to the side, and you're going to just start mixing it and pouring it as much as you can across the pan as evenly as possible so that you will have a nice set of brownies that come out in the oven. So you're going to push it all to the edges. Make sure it's trying to stay even, and you don't want any spots because it'll come out lumpy if so. So you're going to push it all around. Try to spread it out. Make sure it's going to come out nice and smooth and chocolatey. So we have our brownie all nice and spread out. It's a pretty simple process. I think a lot of kids will enjoy making these brownies, especially since they are so affordable and so easy to do. So we have it all nice and spread out. I usually lick the spoon afterwards. You're going to put it in. You're going to put these in the oven right here, and out comes fresh brownies. They're nice, warm, and delicious. I'm just going to go ahead and cut me off one right here. I don't really like the edges, but you got to do what you got to do. That is delicious and affordable too. Tastes great when you can afford a good snack. Now you can have these for all your friends and enjoy them and keep it all nice and tasty. I really like making brownies. I think it's a great idea and a good time-saving thing. You can actually keep these in your kitchen and they'll stay good for quite a few days. So if you can't eat them all by yourself, save it for later. Invite some friends over. I'm really glad that you could join us today for making these brownies. If you want this recipe or any more, go to cookingincollege.com. I'm your host, Logan Smoak. Thanks for joining us.